What is up, everyone? Please take a second to hit that like button. The more likes that we get in a short period of time, the more people the algorithm will bring into the chat to come hang out with us and see what's going on. So please hit that like button. Let me know how you're doing. And happy freedom. How are all of you hooligans? Happy to see you guys survive the new year. We all made it. We all made it. Or at least most of us. What's up, Crystal Clear? What's up, Sly Dog? Sly Dog, you were the first one in the chat. I seen it. I seen it myself. What's up, Jamie and Deborah? What's up, Real Assistant? What's up, Adrian? What's up, Shelly Babes? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Light Warrior? Not sure what you're referencing, Light Warrior. What's up, ARMR? What is up, everyone? Let me check through the chats really quick and we will move forward. What's up, Shadow Patriot? We're just getting started. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Brandon? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone on the Jeff Mac Live YouTube channel? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Tim? Happy freedom, Snooks. I think we might be running in 1080p and we're not supposed to. Well, let me know if we're getting buffering. I was recording video game stuff yesterday because I might be doing a video game channel. I don't know. We'll see how things go. My settings may not be the way they're supposed to be. Drop some ones in the chat if you can hear me and see me clearly, or if there's any buffering or anything at this time. What's up, everyone on Twitch? Oh, I know we're not 1080 on Twitch. You got to be special so-and-so to run 1080 on Twitch. What's up, Cornish? What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? Especially on Odyssey. Let me know if it buffers on Odyssey, because I know Odyssey has a deal with putting too heavy of a bandwidth through. What's up, Rasta? What's up, Serum? What's up, SC Stern? Appreciate you guys being here. Glad to see the ones coming through clearly. What's up, Karen? What's up, Anthony? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on Facebook? All right, hooligans, let's get her started. So today on the schedule, there is no White House still. I thought we would see the White House today. Apparently, old man Walter doesn't care that we brought in the new year without him. He just doesn't care. They're not going to address us. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I know some people don't have to go to work today because of New Year's, even though it's the 2nd, and I don't know a whole lot about why that is. But, I mean, if you get the day off and you need it, so be it. But old man Walter, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You need to come out here and make a fool of yourself so we can laugh at you. So no, Kareem, nothing like that going on today. I found an article talking about 26 states that have raised, either they've already raised their minimum wage, it either happened yesterday, or it's talking about there's a few states that are going to wait till around July to make those changes. I also seen an interesting article about The Walking Dead, an update on The Walking Dead, and a little observation on how close Google listens to me and maybe even reads my thoughts. I don't even know. And then we're going to show a little bit of first responder and what he's been covering at the border. And I think that's that. I think that's all I have on the schedule. See, now I'm thinking, I swear there's something else. As of right now, that's what we're going to talk about. All right, date and everything's there. Look at that. Doing good. I'll read through the chat really quick and we will move forward. What's up, Wild Turkey? Welcome to Live. Edward, I seen a little bit of it. I haven't seen the whole thing because it's 13 minutes long. I think there's pews in it because Snooks is telling me to show it here on the live today, but I think there's pews in it. I'm gonna end up catching a strike. I will get with you on it. I know I was supposed to yesterday or the day before or something. I'm like starting to burn out, so I'm pushing things back on the schedule. I will try my best to get with you today, and we will figure something out. Because I know you're working hard on that, and everything you've showed me is really awesome. I'm just having a hard time juggling everything that's going on right now because of Christmas, New Year's, and now I have to get ready to pay taxes. That's always fun. Happy Freedom Nefties. What's up, Red? What's up, Chrissy? All right, everyone, let's get her started. So we're going to talk about these 26 states. Actually, I'm going to drop a link in the chat so you guys can read along with me. But you can see here, these states are raising their minimum wage in 2023. Chart shows where workers and can expect higher pay rate. Some of these we're going to cover is lengthy. Some states are not. Some states are like, well, we were getting paid $10, now we're getting paid $10.05. And then other states are like, well, if you meet these requirements, then you're this. But if you don't, then you're this. And if you're this age, it's this. But if you're this age, it's this. If you have 6 fingers on one hand, then it's this. And it's really complicated. And I've kind of noticed that those are blue states doing that. It's like the blue states have all the hokey pokey stuff to qualify for a higher pay rate, where the red ones are a little bit more flat across. That's just a theory. We're not going to take that as fact. Don't pin me to the wall on that. But I was kind of like, why is this like that? Oh, that's because that's blue. Okay, what about this? Well, that's blue too. It's kind of what I was doing. So I don't know. You'll see. Let me get these links out really quick. Happy Freedom Soul for real. What's up, Who Through? Welcome to the live. What's up, Pickle Fingers? Happy Freedom Donna. Thanks for being here. Alright, Hooligans. So the link I just posted in the chat should take you to this article so you can read along with me. We're not going to read through the whole entire thing. I do have some bullet points to kind of go through, and then we're going to read through all the states to the best of my ability. They are all abbreviated. I can't even think what that's called now. Goodness. So that'll be fun. We'll see. Just a moment. So as I mentioned before, most of these states have already received the pay rate raise for minimum wage. Happened yesterday. The few states who haven't seen it yet, which I didn't dig far enough to be able to tell what those states were, kind of just hinted towards it. They're not going to see their pay raise, their minimum wage raise, until somewhere around July. Most of these minimum wage increases range from 23 cents to $1.50 per hour. And these adjustments are going to affect 8 million workers across the U.S. I feel like Kareen sitting here. I'm doing a way better job. Just pat myself on the back here. So let's read through the states that were affected by this. I'm going to try not to use Google too much to remember what these abbreviations are. I know what MI is. I'm working on the rest of them. So here was AK Arkansas. Went from 1034 to 1085. That's not the biggest increase, but I'm sure those will feel it. What do they call it? That breathing room they're always talking about. Arizona went from 1280 to 1385 an hour. It's a pretty good size increase there. See, look at this. What is CA? Is that California? Look at this paragraph. I can't even highlight it because it's a picture. It's not actually words. Don't believe everything I see. So this kind of reads out to like it was $15, and if you qualify, if you're part of the 7.9% or whatever, then you may receive $15.50 an hour this upcoming year, or maybe in July, considering where it is. Colorado from $12.56 to $13.65, not too bad. Connecticut, wait. Okay, from 14 to 15. I was like, that seems like it's going down. See, look, Delaware, all this hoop jumping. 10.50 to 11.75. That's a pretty good increase. I'm sure people are happy to receive that. Not everyone gets paid more than minimum wage, especially if you live in a poor state. Here in Michigan, a lot of places will pay you minimum wage regardless of what you're doing. I was like laying cement and cutting pipe out of the ceiling for $10 an hour, like covered in fiberglass and whatever, asbestos. Yeah, that's the way things are around here. Moving forward, looks like Florida is going from $10 to $11, unless you qualify for this paragraph of nonsense. You may be eligible for $12 up to $15 by 2026. It's ambitious. Illinois is here, going from $12 to $13 an hour, hoping to get up to $15 an hour by 2025. And all of this stuff it's not good to have high minimum wage. It has to do with inflation and stuff like that. So although it's nice to get paid more per hour, it generally affects you in a negative way. Oh, I had to look this one up. What is ME? Is it Maine? It is Maine. So it looks like Maine's getting a 75-cent increase, and then there's all these stipulations to it, going up to $15 an hour. Michigan, look at Michigan. Michigan's got one of the biggest paragraphs on the board. Just, I don't know, lots of nonsense. I'm not even seeing what it's saying here. Minimum wage to $12 by 2022. I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. I guess minimum wage. Wait a minute, by 2022. I swear to God, I just looked this up and it was like $10. Give me a moment. I'm intervening here with this article. See, that's like an abbreviation or something. When was this posted? This is saying that they're trying to bring minimum wage from $9.87 to $10.10 an hour. That was supposed to have just happened. Apparently, this is what they were trying to do. Is $13.03 by 2023. Who knows? Minnesota, $10.59 per hour, up from $10.33. That's not the biggest increase. Missouri, going from $11.15 up to $12 an hour. MT, what is that? Montana. Oh, if you qualify, you'll get $9.95 an hour. Goodness. You know how much you got to work to try and pay bills on $9.95 an hour? A lot. That's what's wrong with the world right now. You have to work so much you can't even live. $10.50 per hour. Who don't receive health benefits and all the asterisks, getting paid up to $11.25 in Nevada, from that $10.50 up to $11.25. New Jersey's going from $13 up to $14.13. How did they decide that? You're gonna make $14.13 an hour. It's like they're trolling. You're getting trolled. It's messed up, man. New Mexico, from $11.50 up to $12 an hour. New York, it's going from $14.20 to $15 an hour. We'll see how that goes. I see they just legalized some weed shops there, or there's one like totally legal one that's selling out on the daily, creating a big stir. They keep shoving that article in my face, but I don't really feel like covering an article about a weed shop. What can I say about it? It's a weed shop. Here in Michigan, we got tons of them. Maybe I'm just not impressed. I don't know. Let's see. Over in Ohio, from $9.30 to $10.10. That's an all right increase. It's all right. Over in Oregon, they probably just hand you a flower and tell you to have a good day. Let's see. Look at this big old paragraph, just like Michigan. So if you live in the metro area, you're getting $14.75, but if you don't, you're getting $12.50. I don't even know. They're trying to work it up to $13.50 in July. So this must be one of those states that are doing some extra stuff. Yeah, July 1st is when they're supposed to see it. The minimum wage adjustments will be tied to inflation. Well, I thought that wasn't happening. Like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Rhode Island going from $12.25 to $13 an hour. South Dakota going from $9.95 to $10.80 an hour. Vermont going from $12.55 to $13.18 an hour. Virginia from $11 to $12 an hour. And Washington State, they just hand you a high five, tell you have a good one, enjoy the skin you're in. Going from $13.38 to $15.74. So most of you have probably already seen this if you live in those states. I don't have to deal with most people, so I wasn't even aware that in my own state that there was an increase until I woke up this morning. Let me read through the chat really quick and we'll move forward. Happy Freedom Sass, thanks for being here. What's up, Kimberly? Happy Freedom Ethel. Happy Freedom No Mandates. Betrayed by corrupt scumbags. 23 cents is an insult. It's rough stuff. It's rough stuff. Shadow Patriot, live in a poor state and it's horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Employees, I feel like that's what happened to a lot of restaurants here is employers were used to treating their employees poorly, paying them $9 an hour, making them work 60 hours a week, stuff like that. And, you know, you do what you're told, even if it's outside of your job description. If you don't, you're fired. Here in Michigan, we have at-will employment. So you can be fired for literally no reason. I have been terminated for no reason. So when that happens, it sucks, right? You don't know how you're going to survive and whatnot. So you just comply. And employers are used to treating you that way, and they're used to employees that comply. And when the plague happened and everybody started feeling sorry for each other and themselves and getting real soft and getting hurt by words and stuff, all those employees pretty much left. And so restaurants had to shut down because they didn't have anybody to wait tables and stuff like that. And yeah, it sucks. So in poor states, you end up just working for minimum wage, and you either work enough hours to pay your bills or live off family, friends, and collect welfare. I mean, that's pretty much what the state is, pushes, it corners people to kind of do that. You either spend your whole time being awake, working, barely having enough time to take care of your kids, take care of yourself, go do anything fun, or even spend the money you make. And then even doing that, you barely even have enough to pay the bills. So thankfully, when you lay down, you get to lay down in your own bed. And that's your gift for working the whole time you're awake, is you get to lay down in your own bed. That's your gift to you. So in a lot of cases, the only way you can really make it work is if you get a roommate, you get married, you get a girlfriend or something like that. But we see how the agenda is being pushed. It's breaking up families, breaking up any kind of unity at all. All relationships and stuff, they push it to be toxic. Like we were saying the other day, you know, they don't want men being men. And so, you know, I'm not saying that's the only way to have a household, but I'm saying when they blur the lines of reality to such a degree where we can't even say what we're talking about. We have to round about everything. We're always spinning back to it. It's destroying the household. And so it's like you can't survive. The best you can do is afford a place to sleep. So in between going to work, you have a key to a place to lay down for 6 hours, 4 hours, to go to sleep, to wake up and do it all over again. And it really sucks. But that's why I'm always talking about how the system is made for employers and not employees. And if you find something you enjoy, kind of like a trade, a skill of some sort. You can, I don't want to say extort it, exploit it. You can capitalize on that skill and in a way serve a purpose to your community, maybe even more than just your local community, but serve an actual purpose, benefit the world, make the world a better place, but also make more than minimum wage. You don't have to make what someone thinks you deserve. You can make as well as your business does. The better you treat people, the more they'll pay you. The more you practice your skill, the more they'll pay you. The more you work hard every day and show up to work every day, the more money you'll make. It's that simple. It doesn't work like that when you're an employee. So that's why I'm always trying to say that, you don't have to become a big corporation. You could make peanut butter and jelly. You don't even have to be the best peanut butter and jelly. You just have to have the best smile when you sell it. It's really that simple. You don't have to make minimum wage. It would be really cool to be able to teach more people to be entrepreneurs and stuff and create a stronger, more structured society because of it. Because if we were all our own little employers, some people want to be employees. They don't want to be an employer. But if we had more people who weren't scared to be employers, we would have employees that are happier because they're working for employers that are doing what they want to do, not in a crappy kind of way, but in a structured kind of way. They're serving their own purpose, and there's employees to help them do it and happy to help them do it. And as a whole, we all grow, become more structured, accept less money and control from the government, and we're just better overall. But maybe I'm just reaching for straws here. Moving forward, hooligans. Everything in my right eye is like all blurry. I don't know if I scratched it or what, but it is killing me right now. Moving forward. Cats running around the house screaming. All right, let me read through the chat really quick and we will move forward. Happy framing scars. What's up, Captain Seamus? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Mike Job? What's up, Censorship? What's up, Fred? Gregory, buy a gravel truck and fill driveways. Work for yourself. Yep. There's a lot of people here who do that. They start lawn care, snow plow. I mean, you can grab a shovel and just walk house to house and be like, yo, you got $20 or you want to slip out here and break a hip? You can't be scared to do it, It's that simple. And pay your taxes at the end so the government doesn't come get you. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Danette? Appreciate you guys being here. Oh, so for real, you just reminded me I gotta do laundry today too. We're all gonna be washing clothes today. Copious haze, but even as an employee, you need to market yourself and negotiate compensation for your labor and skills. Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't have as much leverage. Right, as an employee, you can, if you're a good worker and it's recognized, it's notable, then of course you have leverage. Because especially if you're the only worker, like if you're the only welder in the shop and stuff, you got quite a bit of leverage to be like, hey, you're kind of making me doing a lot, and I kind of feel like it wouldn't feel like so much if you just jumped it up another $1 or $2 every hour. Yeah, but if you're washing dishes at Wendy's, you ain't got a whole lot of I mean, even if you're just thebomb.com, at washing dishes, still ain't got a whole lot of leverage. But I do agree. It is on both ends, employer or employee. It's times to be assertive. Something I always think is, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but you should always ask for what you want. Otherwise, you only get what someone else thinks you deserve. And so even in those iffy times that maybe you shouldn't say something, if you really feel some type of way in your heart, you should just go ahead and say it, because if you don't, somebody else is just going to treat you the way that they think you deserve. So I'm right with that. If you're an employee, I'm not saying that you should just hush your face and take it. You should absolutely stand up for yourself and always stand up for what you believe in. I feel like that's the American way. The Patriot 1080 is laundry day. Yep. It's gonna be after the live here. Donna, Oregon's not allowing landlords to raise rent at 14.6. I'm not sure how that stuff works. I know it's not a great situation, depending on who's running stuff. I know it's hard to be a landlord, and then it's also hard to deal with landlords. And that just really comes to crappy people more than anything, I think. Happy Freedom Jackie, thanks for being here. Alright, Hooligans, we're going to move forward. Red, rent control is super, super bad. Yeah, it's a rough situation. Like I said, it comes down to people. Good people and bad people. Good people dealing with bad people. I feel anyways. Those are just my thoughts. Let's see, making sure I'm on track here. So I know this isn't really breaking news, but we cover so much serious stuff that I'd rather cover the not serious stuff too. So I'm sure most of you have seen or heard of the show The Walking Dead. I was notified yesterday when I turned the TV on that the final season is coming to Netflix on Friday, which brings me to the whole Google synchronization thing that I thought was interesting. Is I was notified yesterday by Netflix that The Walking Dead final season is going to be on Netflix Friday. And then this morning, Google's like, hey, I noticed you got this advertisement on your TV. Here's an article about it. So in this article, I guess, let me find my spot here. It describes different kinds of Easter eggs and where to find them and whatnot that have to do with The Walking Dead. But apparently, during an interview around when they were airing season 5, they had kind of mentioned that every clock and watch in the episodes reflect what episode is happening. So it quotes here from the interview. He's using Herschel's watch with chain, and then when he leaves, Maggie gets it. So of course, if you see Maggie has a chain with the watch, and of course, which I don't know why it says that so many times, the time is 5:01 on the watch, which is because the episode is 5:01. So if you look at any of the stuff in the show, even when Carol picks up Rick's watch off the table, it says 5:01. Every episode we shoot, we adjust the time on the watches and clocks to whatever episode it is that we're shooting. I thought that was a neat find. I'm going to post a link here so you guys can read through it. So yeah, the link I just posted in the chat will take you to this article. I thought it was neat that they're deciding to do that. I like when there's like creative finds in really any kind of media. Because in media, I went to Full Sail University for music production and audio engineering. And one thing that they taught us in almost every subject, whether we were discussing how to produce music, produce audio for movies, mixing, mastering, it didn't really matter. Any point of subject matter that has to do with audio, the main goal was to figure out what does people like, what do they like, how to replicate it, and then streamline it. It wasn't as much creativity as you would think. It wasn't like, let's make the most unique song possible or the most unique sounds possible. It was more like, be resourceful, find what people like, know how to identify when people like something, and then replicate it yourself, and then streamline it. Just basically wash and repeat over and over again until you just burn everyone out with that style. And they were really heavy on all of us students that this is how media works. Movies are like this, videos are like this, and you're not going to get hired anywhere if you don't learn how to do this. Where I like being unique. I like walking my own path and doing my own thing. I don't really like doing what everybody else is doing. And so I think it's interesting when a show, something like this, decides to do something creative, like secretly change the time on the clocks to something symbolic. I like stuff like that. It's creative. To me, it makes it more interesting and more unique. And it says that someone in the production cared enough to break away from just streamlining what everybody wants to put something fun in there that certain audiences or even probably people who work on the set can enjoy, like a second layer of enjoyment just because of something small and creative like that. I'm gonna read through the chat really quick and we will move forward. Thank you so much, Betrayed by Corrupt Scumbags, for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. What's up, Hillbilly at Heart? I'm doing good. I hope you are too. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Dan, I think the show is done now because the final season is now on Netflix. So I imagine it's been over for like probably a year. I wasn't a huge, I don't know how to say this. I'm not the biggest fan of The Walking Dead. When it came out, which I have wrote down. Oh, let's see. So pretty much I've been watching The Walking Dead on and off since it came out October 31st in 2010. I like the idea of the show, or I did when it came out, but they would just do some stupid stuff. And that would just irritate me. You're sitting here watching these people just try to survive a zombie apocalypse situation. And there's like 10 or 15 of them. And they're like, hey, you're the new guy who doesn't know how to fight. You've never shot a gun. You wouldn't hurt a fly. You don't even raise your voice. We're going to go to sleep now. You're in charge of all of us. The whole world's falling apart. Make sure we don't die. We're going to take a 10-hour nap. And then something happens. This guy gets taken out or wanders off or falls asleep. Then half the people die. And then everybody scrambles and they leave all their resources and supplies behind. And then they just do it all over again every season. And I'm sitting there screaming at the TV about how stupid they are. I can't do it. It gives me high blood pressure. So I have to walk away. And every season outdoes the last one on just eye-rolling, face-palming moments. Like, why would you do that? I would never do that. Would never do that. Would never make those decisions. Those are stupid. And then like their family member dies and I'm like, that's what you get. That's what you deserve. Those decisions you made, those are stupid. And that's what happens. And that's what I think. And I get all mad. And then I go live and everybody's like, Jeff's being pissy today. I'm like, I was watching this stupid Walking Dead. So now I get to look forward to looking at the clocks and stuff instead of just acknowledging how stupid they are with their decisions. But either way, I've made it to season 7 or 8 or something. And now that the end's on there, I feel like I got to just watch it and see how it all turns out. Kind of like Harry Potter. I was in junior high when Harry Potter came out. I was grown by the time the end finally came out. I wasn't that interested, but I watched it just because it was such a big deal when it came out. And this is pretty much the same thing. All right, I'm read through the chat really quick, and we will move forward. We're gonna be talking about first responder and what he's covered the last 2 days. I think he's got Oreo with him. I should check Oreo's footage too. Kyle, Fear the Walking Dead is really good. I've seen like the first few episodes of that, and I like that so far because it's right there when society is like breaking down and stuff. And I think that's pretty interesting versus, you know, what The Walking Dead has been showing for the last few years, which is just the survival after everyone gets used to the hazards of a zombie apocalypse. Hillbilly at Heart, same. I watched it till it went woke. Yeah, that's... yeah, The Walking Dead is pretty mainstream. They got all that stuff in there. What's up, Kamehameha? Cheeky Chaps. I don't know if I told you guys this, all of you guys. I have a freezer bag full of Diablo sauce. Because, you know, food safety and stuff, when you grab sauces out of those bins, those are your sauces. Just like if, like, McDonald's hands you food out of the window and you stick your hand in the bag, they're not supposed to take that bag of food back even if it's wrong because you've contaminated the food. So they can't take it back into the restaurant. You can't bring food from outside in. And so when you grab 4 or 5 sauces out of that tin and you only use 2 of them, you're not supposed to put them back. So I put them in my pocket. Well, I have a freezer bag in my fridge full of Diablo sauce. I put Diablo sauce on everything. Ramen noodles, popcorn, everything. Everything. It goes on everything. It's mandatory. Hoothra, I stopped watching it after the jail season. I watched it. I kind of did the same thing. I stopped at that point, and then I seen when they got to Alexandria, and we were just covering the riots and stuff, and I just realized like where Alexandria is and DC and all of that, and so then I was interested, and then I fell off of that because of the stupid decisions. But then my website was telling me that people in Alexandria were checking my website. We'd have a night of BLM protests and stuff, and I'd wake up and I'd have 2 notifications letting me know that there was people from Alexandria on my website. I could see what pages they were on and how long they were watching the pages. Most of the time they're checking my bio or listening to my beats, but I thought that was interesting. So then when that stuff was happening, then I was watching it because it was like same thing, except for I don't have cool people checking my stuff out. It's probably politicians trying to put me on a list, but either way. Now I got to finish it out. Now that the finale is going to be on there, I got to just finish it out. SC Stern, Taco Bell packets equals higher learning. They're educational and yummy. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Taking your ability to breathe away. I don't know why. Why does air make hot sauce hotter? That just doesn't make sense to me. Anthony, the books of Potter and Hunger Games were much more interesting than the video. I agree. I listen to audiobooks because I can't stand reading. And I don't know if that's because I'm dyslexic or what, but I can't stand reading. So I listen to audiobooks, and listening to the book of Harry Potter is way, way, way better than watching the movie. And I heard the first book of, what is it? It's like Harry Potter, but it's got Greek gods. I can't think of what it's called. Oh, it's right there. I'll have to read the chat in 40 seconds when you guys think of the name that I can't think of. But listening to that was super enjoyable versus seeing any kind of parts of the movie. I didn't see the whole movie, but I've seen parts of it. And the books are better. The books are way better than the way they make these movies. And then, like I was saying, they're trying to streamline everything. They're trying to turn everything into a Marvel movie. So it's even less enjoyable now because every time you watch a movie or a TV show, you're just like, oh, this is just like that other show we watched. Or this character is just like this character in this other show. And it's because they're just copy and pasting everything. They're like, oh, everyone really liked this character. Let's make their eyes blue and put them in this movie. And then everybody will love that too. Like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves used to look different in all of his movies, and now he just looks like John Wick in every movie. And it's because movie producers and stuff are like, oh, everyone loves John Wick, so let's make Keanu Reeves play all these different characters, but he'll just look like John Wick in all of them because people like that. Because everyone cares about money and not art anymore. And we've devalued it. You watch videos and listen to music everywhere on the internet for free. So why would anyone work really hard on making great content when they don't get paid for it? They don't. That's why it is the way it is. It's Trash Panda. Sad world. Thank you so much, Red, for the $20 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Alright, Hooligans. I'm going to read through the chat really quick here. And then we're going to show first responder media and the update on what's happening at the border. Percy Jackson. There you go, Red. You might not have been the first one to see it, but you were the first one that spelled it out, caught my eye. Percy Jackson. That's what I was talking about. That is a good book. If somebody reads it to you, I don't know about reading it yourself. Depends if you like reading or not. But that's a good book. That's way better than watching half the stuff on Netflix. Hillbilly at Heart. I really see the entertainment business fading out. Yeah, it's making media is rough stuff. We listen to my beats so much on the live, I get paid royalties. Just from that. Nobody else is listening to my music and stuff, which is whatever. But people don't even, it's not really respected anymore. Almost all the music I hear on the radio right now is samples from other music that I can almost guarantee they didn't pay for the rights to sample it. They just hear something they like and they rip it off and put it in their song and say 6 words over and over again on top of it and tell everyone they made $1 million when they really didn't. Most artists don't even come close to making $1 million unless they're country artists. Country artists are the highest paid artists in the world. It's all a facade. The music industry is fake. That stuff is fake. It is not the way you think it is. It is fake, and it just really hasn't been exposed for what it really is. And I've worked with Grammy Award winning artists and stuff, and I know how fake and fraudulent it is. And you got to be slimy and sneaky like a loan shark if you're going to be successful in the music industry. It is nasty. It is nasty. Exposing that is kind of how I got here, is helping artists become independently successful versus getting a record deal so the industry can't control them, and just standing up for what I think is right. And then the riots happened, and I was like, we need to stand up for what's right over here. And I don't know, now I'm here. It just, welcome to my TED Talk. All right, Hooligans. So obviously this is First Responder Media. Of course, him and Oreo, they've been covering the border between Mexico and the great US of A, covering what's going on. Been pretty much showing updates on a daily basis here. This on the screen that we're going to watch for a couple minutes, this is from day before yesterday. Later on the day, I think we covered it on Saturday for a little bit, but it was earlier in the day. This is later that day, and I'm going to show you a little bit of footage from yesterday. And then we'll be wrapping this up, I think. Thank you so much, Miss Jamie, for continuing the membership program for 3 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. So like I said, this footage is from day before yesterday, later in the daytime. We had seen them earlier in the day kind of hanging out, lining up, telling stories of where they're from and whatnot. So this is later in the day before yesterday. Beaver. There's a border, there's a line, and they just get a high five when they cross it in a free blanket.
Today, they brought like 10 big garbage bags full of sandwiches for everybody. They'll bring out.
We're a bunch of border hoarders. We're just trying to hog it to ourselves. We should let them cross it for free. That's what they're pushing. That's what they're pushing.
And these people we're talking to are being pretty blunt. They're being real about their situation as far as what they think of America, how people keep telling them. People stop by here and put it in their head, and it.
Serum, Kyle Rittenhouse should be in the last episode of The Walking Dead with Grambo. I would love that. We would just play the last episode. Not on YouTube because they suck, but everywhere else. YouTube would strike us down. But we'd show it on all the alternative platforms. Cheering on Kyle Rittenhouse and Grambo, playing Old Man Walter sounds.
You can clap for that.
It'd be golden.
Diane, what is happening here? These are the folks that illegally crossed into the United States. This is downtown El Paso. Some of these folks have been here for weeks, some of them 4 or 5 days. With Title 42, they got tired of waiting on Title 42 to expire, and they came over illegally. Border Patrol, El Paso PD, the Sheriff's Department are not doing anything about it. They've created their own tent city here in downtown El Paso.
Cheeky Chops, new Netflix series. Border Toots. There'll be Border Toots. If these people hang out long enough, they might. I don't know if they got money or not. Do the Border Toots work for free? Is that how communism works? That's probably what their comrades do. You don't have to pay for it. It's a commune. Terrible. It's terrible things. Alright, hooligans. I'm going to skip around in the video just a little bit. We're not going to sit here and watch 3 hours of this, but just give you guys an idea of what it was looking like day before yesterday.
Sometimes the NGOs.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas parade guy last week don't want to actually get there.
Alright, so at that point they're like checking out. Alright, again, first responder media. Hold up. We need to just fix this. Say it with me, hooligans. Chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken bacon, chicken. If you like bacon and you like chicken and you say that 8 times a day, you will not sound like Old Man Walter when you go live. And I forgot to do that earlier, so thank you for saying it with me. We're all up to speed now. First responder media. This is 8-hour footage. This is the border. It says in Arizona, Yuma, Arizona, but it looks desolate. Pretty much the view looks like this. I'm gonna speed up. There's like a bus or something that shows up eventually.
Yep.
You guys love the chicken bacon, don't you? That's actually like a secret. That's one of those secrets. Come from the radio broadcasting. You gotta hit that chicken bacon real quick before you go live on the air. I always wanted to run a radio station. I was so excited when I applied in Ludington to work at theirs, and then they told me I wasn't qualified. Look at me now, Mom. Look at me now. So this is the border, like I said, 8 hours ago. I didn't realize I was covering the bus. So there's the bus. No one gets on or off. I think they're just disappointed that there was no one here to pick up at the southern bus stop. This is what it looked like 8 hours ago. He was live 3 hours, it appears. And throughout this whole deal, there's no one. Now, I don't know why that is. I haven't got that far yet. But this is coverage from 8 hours ago as part of our update. All right, hooligans. Well, that's that for now. Nothing else on the schedule today that I know of. If things change, I will let you know. Which brings me to my next point. Find the Linktree link. Hopefully Snooks and the other mods will post it in the chats across all the platforms. If not, you can find it in the description. The Linktree link is the best way to join Guilded. If you're in Guilded, you will receive updates for everything that's going on, including when and where we go live. It'll give you links to go, directly to the Linktree, so you can go to the platform that you desire. It's more about the notification system than anything else. It is free. So make sure you join Gilded. There's a news board for you to stay up to date with everything going on around the world. There's tons of hooligans to hang out with and talk to every day about whatever you want. It's not just news. It's not a echo chamber. It's not a place to get burned out. It's just a place to hang out and be connected and receive alerts when necessary. So definitely join Gilded. Also on the link tree, you have links to get merch. We have hoodies, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff, stickers. This tapestry behind me was bought from the merch store. So we have all kinds of cool stuff there if you would like to check that out. Of course, all the links to donate and support, join the membership program for any platform. That's also on the link tree link. If you would like to contact me, my email's on there. My email's everywhere. You can always contact me for whatever reason you want. If you want to say hi, if you want to let me know discrepancies in the chat, if you have ideas for things I should do live, if you run a business and you're looking for some sort of promotion or anything like that, always happy to accommodate. Yeah, so find the Linktree link in the description. Let's get ready for the pledge, hooligans. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, hooligans, that's that for now. I appreciate all of you for being here. Like I said, I don't think there's anything else going on today, but if things change, I will let you know, which is why it's worth it to be a part of Gilded. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you guys so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.